So I like to start from the beginning with everybody, and I'm curious myself, when were you born and where were you born?
I was born June 11th, 1998 in Marietta, Georgia.
Okay. And is that where your family's from?
No, that's where some of my family. My mama from Florida, my dad from Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know how they met? They met
in college. So my dad was getting in trouble. He got sit down to Daytona Beach, and he met my mama at Bethune-Cookman College and shit like that. So
Okay.
That's how they met.
Where's that?
Daytona Beach.
No, the college?
Bethune-Cookman. It's in Daytona.
Okay.
Daytona.
Where'd you grow up at?
I grew up Daytona Beach, Florida, but I moved around a lot. So
Okay.
I was born in Georgia. My mom had me, and then she moved back to Daytona. So by the age of 12, I moved to El Paso, Texas. And then in the beginning of high school, I went to Tulsa, Oklahoma, then back to Florida. So I moved around a lot as a kid.
Okay, for sure. Who raised you?
Both my parents. So when I was 12, up till I was 12 with my mama. Then when I went to Oklahoma, Texas, shit like that, I was with my dad. So yeah.
Okay. What'd you learn from watching your mom and your dad growing up?
You can't really be in your feelings. You really gotta just keep going with every obstacle. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people get stuck in they ways and they don't really see what's really going on. So, you can't really fall on your feelings too much. It's just every day a new day. You gotta keep going, keep grinding, keep getting shit done. It ain't nothing in your feelings. You know what I'm saying? So struggling, it'll teach you a whole bunch at a young age. You know what I'm saying? It'll humble you for real, for real. So when you get older, you know what I'm saying, you look at certain things and you value certain things differently. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And they showed you that?
They showed me that.
Yeah.
My mom worked 2-3 jobs, my nigga, you feel me? So it's just everything I do, I try to show her that I got her too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Is that a big motivation?
That's a huge motivation for me, bro. Everything I did, I joined the Navy when I was 19, you feel me? Moved out to San Diego and tried to stay on the straight and narrow type shit, but at the same time, it's you still got to grind, you still got to find other ways, streams to make money, everything, man, just take care of the family. That's what I be on.
What was it like growing up in Florida?
Man, in a non-cliche way, man, I seen the coldest parts of Florida. You know what I'm saying? I grew up unconventional. I was a man of the house since I was a kid. So, you know what I'm saying, just having to be that man at the age of 5, it really made me mature faster than when I had to mature. So when I'm in elementary school, what the kids really think about, I'm not thinking you know what I'm saying, they think about toys and shit. I'm thinking about where I'm about to sleep and eat and shit like that. So
yeah, your mind was on a completely different
whole other mindset.
You remember your first crush?
Yeah.
What grade was it?
That was I ain't gonna lie, it was first grade.
Yeah. What was her name?
Jade.
Yeah.
Jade.
You talked to her?
We talked as we got older, but not on some romantic shit.
Yeah, you guys were cool.
We
growing
was
up?
cool, yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
You ever tell her hey, I used to have a crush on you?
Nah, she knew.
Yeah.
See, I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't a shy kid. So I told her when I was, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But she knew.
For sure. You ever been in love?
A few times.
Yeah. What's that like?
Scary.
Yeah. You think it's worth it?
It can be with the right person. You know what I'm saying? I feel like love is, people look at love and don't really take it for really what it is. It's multiple things into one. Communication, trust, loyalty, all that. You know what I'm saying? If you lacking in any areas, the love gonna fall. You know what I'm saying?
So how you know if it's the right person?
Honestly, you don't until you really know. You know what I'm saying? When you get put in certain situations, you know what I'm saying, or just certain things, you see how they support you, how they react to certain things. Are they there with you? Are they quick to leave?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do they put you before themselves in certain things? You know what I'm saying? It just depends. It just depends. It just depends.
And not saying this for you particularly, but just in general, I think you got to be the right person too yourself.
Well, yeah, most definitely.
You got to be ready for it.
Most definitely. It's all about accountability. You know what I'm saying? Taking accountability.
Maturity.
You know what I'm saying? Maturity, shit like that.
Yeah. You grew up with siblings?
Yeah.
How many?
Oh, man, I got hella siblings, though. But my mama, I got 2 brothers and a sister. And then with my dad, you know what I'm saying, I got other siblings. I got 3 brothers and a sister.
Older or younger?
I'm the oldest.
You're
so
the
it's
oldest.
It's 8 of us.
What do you learn from being the oldest growing up?
Honestly, They look at me as the example, but it's kind of hard being the example when you still learning shit on your own too.
Yeah.
So a lot of times what I do with my siblings, I don't tell them what to do. I just show them what not to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm just very there. I'm vocal, especially with my sisters. You know what I'm saying? My sisters, I really kind of try to teach them certain things when it comes to just being independent. You know what I'm saying?
Try to give them game.
Yeah, try to put them on game.
What's the type of things that you would tell your younger siblings?
Don't depend on a nigga for nothing.
Yeah.
If you know how to get it, you got smart. You know what I'm saying? Sense. You ain't got to ask nobody for shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the first music you remember being introduced to?
My pops actually used to put me on shit like the Isley Brothers, Nas, KRS-One, Jay-Z, shit like that. I grew up on shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Every time I went to Chicago to see my pops, I remember Common, Twista, shit like that.
Yeah. Like a lot, like very lyric heavy.
Yeah, lyric heavy. My dad's favorite rapper was Nas, you know what I'm saying? But he do got he like R&B shit too, so the Isley Brothers, Michael Jackson, Prince, shit like that. That's the type of shit I grew up on.
Okay, for sure. When did you realize that, like, maybe you wanted to make music?
Honestly, when I got to high school, I would just write. I started off writing, and then they had Apple MacBooks, and GarageBand was a thing at the time. So I take Apple headphones and just try to record and.
You would make beats or what?
I wouldn't make beats. I would just rap. I would just rap. Yeah.
Where you get the beats from?
I'll go on YouTube. I'll just search up shit.
For sure. So you moved from Florida to Oklahoma when you were 12.
I moved to Florida, from Florida to El Paso when I was 12.
Okay.
That was like a culture shock.
Yeah, I got family in El Paso actually.
For real, yeah. I sit on the Northeast.
What was the difference? Like what was that culture shock?
So just Florida and Daytona and El Paso is dry, mountains and shit. I ain't seeing mountains for the first time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just hella rocks. It's desert and shit. I'm used to trees, water. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch more like it's a Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? So like I had to really kind of learn a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Just pick up on certain things. You know what I'm saying? Just going to school and adapting to that. But it wasn't that bad. It was cool. I still got homies from out there. Yeah,
for sure. Okay, and then is that around the time when you started feeling like you want to make music?
Nah, honestly, I ain't started wanting to make music for real till I went back to Florida. So like, I went to Tulsa, Oklahoma. I wanted to play football and shit, but like
what position you play?
I played corner, but like my grades wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't care about school for real. So when I moved back, I was like 16, 17, and then like my senior year is when I really just started like trying to do the music shit. I don't know what it was. Like one day I was just like, you know, I feel like I can rap or something, you know?
You never like try to freestyle or anything before that? Or?
No, not for real. Like I would always listen to music. Like I was heavily like, you know what I'm saying? Like my dad raised me around like Nas, Jay-Z, shit like that. And I always listened to like The Message or like, you know, Illmatic, you know what I'm saying? So You Understand This Can't Be Life with Benny Siegel, shit like that. So like when I would hear beats, I would try to rap, you know what I'm saying? I would write them, but I wasn't like a freestaler.
So you had the idea already, like I could maybe do something.
I could maybe do something, but like I didn't try it until I got to my senior year of high school.
And what was that like? You found somebody with a home studio, or how'd you end up?
Nah, so like I said, we had I went to Flagler Palm Coast for my senior year, so they gave us MacBooks, and then you know what I'm saying, they had this shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
You were recording at school? Making
I was
music
just recording at home.
Oh, they gave it to you?
Yeah, so we taking these bitches home.
Okay.
So yeah, I just be in the room with the headphones and shit, plug them in, and just do what I do. Yeah.
Okay, so you started like mixing your own songs on GarageBand or what?
Yeah, I tried to learn. I wouldn't say mixing. I was just fucking with shit.
You threw it together.
Yeah, just trying to put shit together, just trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying, what was what plugins and shit like that. But like, I would just rap over shit and then put it on SoundCloud.
Okay, and then where did it go from there?
From there, like we had my homie. I met up with this nigga named Smurf. My cousin Trey would go to his crib all the time. He had a little home set up. So over that summer, like 2017, that whole summer, we just sitting there just making music and shit. But you know, we was really getting plays, like for real. Like we made a song called Freak Hoe, you know what I'm saying? We was just saying shit, and that went crazy.
That's the summer after high school?
That was a song after high school. So after that, you know, I was doing the music, but I didn't want to take it serious because this financial situation and my house situation. I ended up joining the Navy after that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so you went to the Navy at 18, 19?
19.
Okay, and then how long where'd you go? What'd you do?
So I was in San Diego, California. Man, when I got to Dago, I went straight to a deployment. So I went to Singapore, the Philippines, Hawaii, and came back home. And then 2019, I was always gone. So then 2020, went on another 6-month deployment. You know what I'm saying? COVID happened. We in Guam for a couple months type shit. But in that time, I want to say like I was still, there's a dude named Apollo. That's when I got back into music a little bit. I found out he recorded in San Diego, and I would go down there and record with him. Every time I get back from deployments or some shit, we'd go record music. But I wasn't dropping yet. I ain't started dropping until like 2022.
Well, did he have like a home studio or a real studio?
He had a home studio. A home studio, but it was crazy because when I got back from deployment, he had went from San Diego to Monterey. So he had his own studio for real then, and I would just fly from. I had moved. I left San Diego. We staying in Washington, so I was flying from Washington to Monterey just to spend in the studio with that nigga. That's when I started making songs. I made Rundown. Yeah.
That's when you feel like you really got your sound right.
That's when I got my sound right. That's when I kind of like was like, okay, I could do this shit for real.
When you very first started recording, like, did you have confidence already, or you had to kind of like?
Nah. So before, like now my sound, I'm kind of more melodic. I sing a little bit, I rap a little bit, I do a little bit of everything. But before, like, I would never try to sing and shit. I would just rap. But when I started singing, it's because Apollo, like one time he said, bro, I think you should really try to, like, I know you got a voice. You should try to, you know what I'm saying, stretch your vocals, you feel me? And that's when I kind of just ran with it after that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You remember the first song you did? The
first song I did with him was, it was California Living. It was California Living. I was talking shit.
You smoke weed?
No, I don't smoke.
You never have?
I have, but I don't smoke now.
Why you decide not to?
It just, honestly, bro, it fucked with my mental, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I like being sober.
For sure. You think it's important to be clear-headed?
It's important, very important.
Yeah.
Very important.
Where's your rap name come from?
So, my dad being from Chicago and shit like that, I love Chief Keef. So, you know what I'm saying? My name is Cameron. This girl in high school used to call me Camo, so I just kind of put them together, Chief Camo. It was a girl named Celeste. Every time she would see me, she'd be like, what's up, Camo? And it kind of stuck, so I just put those two together.
Where did Camo come from?
I don't know. She just one day ain't gonna tell me like, what's up, Camo? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of stuck.
You got any kids?
No kids. No.
You want kids?
Later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the most important thing you would want to teach your kids?
That even though I'm your father, I'm gonna want you to have everything you want. I'm gonna want to spoil you, but at the same time, I gotta see you, like, really take initiative and try. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't handed shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like, for my kids, I want them to understand that life is real. You know what I'm saying? The choices that you make can really impact you long term. Yeah. And, you know, I don't want to just get them everything. I want them to, like, go to school. I want them to do all the things that I really didn't do or really cared to do. You know what I'm saying? But also give them that freedom of, like, you know, school ain't for everybody. Yeah. Maybe you don't want to go to college, but you got to be doing something. Yeah. Something positive, you know what I'm saying? So
what was it like for you after high school? Like, did you just take like a little bit of time, like figure out what you wanted to do?
Honestly, bro, like when I got out of high school, I knew college wasn't an option. Like, I just knew that I had to do something. So I became a lifeguard. I was just working like little jobs and shit, fast food restaurants and shit. Yeah. And then I got to the point where it's just like, nigga, I'm gonna get stuck in Daytona. I can't let that happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I joined the Navy after that.
Yeah, I don't think that was a bad move.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad move.
For sure.
Yeah.
That you just finished high school.
So it was like a year. It was like a year. So okay. It was like a year after that.
Would you recommend someone like going to the military?
What I would say is, if you're gonna join the military, have a plan. You know what I'm saying? The military is it's draining, bro. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, you're going to see a lot of things that maybe you weren't ready to see. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to grow up, mature. You're going to have to put, you know what I'm saying, others before yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's very hard for some people. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to work as a team. You're going to have to, it's just certain things is demanding. But you're going to have to, if you know you're not going to do 20 years, make a plan, bro. They pay for my school. You know what I'm saying? I get paid for the rest of my life. You feel me? Yeah. So it's just make sure you don't go in there fucking up. Just go in there with a plan. If you know you're not going to stay in, set yourself up before you get out.
Right. Who's your favorite people to work with as far as producers, engineers?
Honestly, like, I got my homie Decatur. He in Atlanta. Decatur, he's cold, man. Like, he's a cool engineer, bro. Apollo was a cool engineer too. Apollo was my first engineer I worked with. You know what I'm saying? So for him, it's like we have a different type of chemistry. Then we got Hank mixed it by Hank up in Monterey. So, you know, Decatur, those three are usually the ones I kind of go work with. And Smurfo, Daytona Beach.
Where you be at?
I be everywhere.
Yeah.
So like Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? That's where I like mostly at. But I go down to Florida every once in a while. I might shoot to Texas. I might go to San Diego. I like to move, man. I just be doing shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no kids. You know what I'm saying? I just go have fun.
Atlanta's pretty active. There's always something to do.
Always something to do.
Yeah.
Always something to do.
What about like you mentioned engineers, right? What about producers?
Honestly, bro, I ain't really like the only producer I know that's like, well, me personally, I know it's Smurfo, like my homie, bro. Like he be cold with the beats, man. Like he be real cold. Like, you know, Apollo, he make the beats, but he colder at engineering, you know what I'm saying? Hank too, like, you know what I'm saying, they colder at engineering, but like Smurfo and Decatur definitely like versatile with they, you know what I'm saying, they beat making, they engineer, all that, like down pat, you know what I'm saying?
What about artists? Anyone you really like their energy in the studio?
My boy Elijah, man, me and him came in making the music together, you know what I'm saying? I met him through AP. So when I went to Salinas, that's how, you know what I'm saying? So me and Elijah, ever since then, that was probably like 2021. Ever since then, we just been like this. We always in the studio together, just making shit. And my boy Dino. My boy Dino too. Yeah, he was in the Navy as well.
For sure. Did you make any music when you were in the Navy?
Yeah, lots of it.
Yeah.
And it was crazy because like I'd be at work and then like my sailors and shit would be singing my songs and shit. Like it was kind of crazy to me. Yeah.
That's cool. You ever made your own beats?
Nah, I ain't try that.
What's your creative process like? Like you like to write or you punch in or?
Honestly, I like punching in. Sometimes like it depends on the beat. Like for me, it's all about feeling. Like if I hear a beat, and you know if you like a beat in a couple seconds, man. And sometimes the words just come out. So me, if I get that feeling, like okay, let's go and punch this in. But sometimes like if I hear a beat I like that, it's not really, you know what I'm saying, I'll take my time and I'll write it out. So it just depends. It just depends on the beat for real.
The vibe.
Yeah, the vibe.
So let's say I'm 18. I just got out of high school, but I don't got no job. But I want to rap. What should I do?
Get a job.
Yeah.
This shit expensive.
Yeah.
Like you feel me? It don't get a job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure you can fund that.
Do you think it's important to invest in yourself as an artist?
100%.
Yeah.
If you don't invest in yourself, who you can't expect other people to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't invest in yourself, you don't believe in yourself.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas are gonna spend money on everything else but putting back into themselves to get somewhere greater. Yeah. That's dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like
you gotta invest.
You gotta invest.
Even if you don't have the money to invest in yourself, you can invest it in time. You could learn things.
In other ways, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just investing in general. You know what I'm saying?
It could be small things too, you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't have to be a big purchase.
It doesn't have to be a big purchase, but even just the littlest of things. Like if you say you want to be an engineer, why you ain't saving up to get like, you know what I'm saying, like the software, just little by little, or why you not going on YouTube and trying to search up certain things? There's so many, you know what I'm saying, like band labs and shit like that. There's just so much shit that you can do that people they be lazy. That's what it come down to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They want someone to do it for them.
They want somebody to do it for them.
Have you experienced like jealousy in your career?
Yeah.
What's that like? How does that come about?
Honestly, it be fucked up because me, like, it be from the people that you closest to, and it be people that you didn't put them on game, and then you realize that, like, you know, we had the same opportunities. I just was more consistent and I was serious about what I was saying and you wasn't. Now I'm getting to a place where it's like it's showing and you being a little weird. You know what I'm saying? It's a weird feeling. It kind of hurt a little bit, especially with the people you give a fuck about. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you jealous?
Yeah.
How you envious of your brother? You know what I'm saying?
Right. People might feel like they deserve what you worked for in a way.
Yeah, and then it's just like they feel like, you know what I'm saying, because you got to where you got to bring them with. And a lot of times I be feeling like, man, if you ain't help me get nowhere, fuck you. Yeah.
I mean, I think from an artistic standpoint too, like it's just not always the right time. People be mad that it's not the right time.
But it's just like, you see, even me, I ain't gonna lie, like I had to take that shit out my heart. Like I'll see niggas that I felt that I was better than, and I'll be like, well, damn, like but it's just like I call myself lame for that. I was like, that's hating shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what this man is doing behind closed doors to get to where he got. So why you gonna discredit him because you feel some type of way? So even me, I had to hold myself accountable to the same shit. You feel me?
I mean, everybody's journey is different.
Everybody's journey different. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta accept it and embrace it. You know what I'm saying?
You keep working, focus on you.
Exactly.
You gotta believe in yourself more than anything. As long as
Exactly.
that's there, then.
And as artists, we all feel like we number one. You know what I'm saying? If somebody, you know what I'm saying? If somebody tell you that they don't, they tripping. Like, it's just a competitive. It's a competitive thing, bro.
Yeah.
It's a competitive thing.
It's also an art, though.
It is art.
So it's subjective. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could like something, you might not like it. Or, you know.
But that's why I say my music ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's for who it's for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You think consistency is important?
Very.
Yeah.
So me, like, you know what I'm saying? I had to, being in the Navy and trying to do this shit, I couldn't be as consistent as I want.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I had the bread to do it, but I ain't had the time to do it. Now that I'm out and I got the bread, it's like I have no excuse. I ain't got no kids. I ain't got shit holding me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like I gotta go crazy this year. You know what I'm saying?
Where do you think that most rappers or artists could improve?
Originality.
Mm-hmm. Can you elaborate?
I feel like a lot of what happens today is a lot of copy paste ass shit. They'll see somebody make it doing it like this, and then they go try to do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, it's okay to be inspired, but you still got to be original.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As an artist, people are not just fall in love with your music; they fall in love with you as a person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're not just selling the music, selling yourself. So be original and organic in the shit that you do. Stand on what you believe on, not what you see making money, you feel me? Because it's gonna get to a point where it's like you're gonna have to really show your true colors, and you're gonna get exposed every time.
Yeah. It's gotta match. The music has to match.
It's gotta match.
As a person.
As a person.
What's a area that you could improve personally as an artist?
I feel like not being as indecisive, kind of trusting my intuition a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, you know, I overthink a lot of shit, and overthinking will stop me from doing certain things that I know is good. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, well, what if I could, you know what I'm saying? I got to be more intentional with the things that I do and not really think on it too much where it's like bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. I like to say sometimes you just got to like throw shit at the wall and see what sticks.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, do more of that. Do less of what doesn't work.
Yeah.
What's the biggest lesson you learned in the music industry?
Trust only yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You trust. You know what I'm saying? Like people's intentions are not always the best for you, and their sense of urgency isn't your sense of urgency. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Give everybody that. You know what I'm saying? That give everybody the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying, in the beginning, and just don't be so quick to jump to opportunities because it sound good. You know what I'm saying? Really do your research and take your time with what you're doing.
How do you decide who to keep around you?
Certain situations, you won't know until you know.
Pay attention.
Pay attention. Stay aware.
Yeah. People will show you who you are if you watch them, right? Who they are, I mean. People will show you who they are if you just
Or just, like I said, just certain things will come up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you'll peep little shit, and it's just like little shit add up over time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You think it's important to like communicate about that, or you just cut someone off at that point?
I feel as if like I shouldn't have to tell you what you moving weird. I feel like if it's all situational though. Like sometimes it's like, hey bro, like I ain't fuck with how you did that. Yeah. But then after that, it shouldn't be none of that. More. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on what it is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
You got any hobbies that the fans might not know about?
Nah, not for real. I just watch football if I'm not.
Yeah. Who's your team?
Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like what your dad grew up on?
I used to go to like they training camps when I was a jit.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You have any regrets in life? Anything you would do different?
No, not for real. I mean, like, not for real, bro. I feel like everything happened for a reason. It got me to where I'm at right now. You know what I'm saying? Just not even as a artist, just as a person. Yeah. I feel like you know what I'm saying? We all have gone through things and we be immature about certain things, relationships, money, fucking up money, doing, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you look back and you just like, I ain't really need to do any of that. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, you just grow. Yeah. You just grow. You got to sometimes make mistakes in order to learn. And if you constantly like regretting shit, you know what I'm saying? You just looking back and you're not looking forward. Right. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when you stuck in the past, you just robbing yourself of the next steps. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. You ever get anxiety? Yeah.
How do you deal with that?
Honestly, like the studio.
Mm-hmm.
Like for real. Like the studio is the only place that really makes sense where I can really sit there and think. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I overthink a lot of shit, so my mind just be running. You know what I'm saying? But like when I'm in the studio, it just everything just chill. You know what I'm saying?
Why do you think that you overthink or tend to overthink?
Just because of how I grew up. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? Had to be. I was a man at my house at 5. You feel me? Like I was changing diapers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I was, you know what I'm saying? Just certain shit like that. So it's just like I seen, like I say, when I seen the coldest parts of the Sunshine State, I really have. Like seeing shit as a kid, you don't really realize how much your childhood would affect you as an adult. You know what I'm saying? But me, it's one of those things where I said, like earlier, I couldn't get stuck in my feelings. You feel me? I just had to just keep going.
You feel paranoid about going broke?
Nah.
You think you're good? You'll be good?
I feel like me, it's just like, when I first started like touching money at first, I did fuck it up. I was 19, you know what I'm saying? But over time, I had to realize like I never had those things, so I shouldn't be in a rush to go get it. And at the same time, even though I was touching money, my main focus was always my siblings and my mama and my, you know what I'm saying, my parents. So like, I always had a checks and balances and shit. You know what I'm saying?
You had enough responsibilities that like you couldn't even.
I couldn't just go much. Fuck. I mean, even though it's just me, like I feel like in a way, like I look at my siblings like they my kids. You feel me? And they grown. You know what I'm saying? Like so, it's just like that's just how I am. You know what I'm saying? So.
You got a favorite movie, favorite TV show?
I used to like. I like the Friday series. Like Next Friday is one of my favorite movies.
For sure.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite movies.
You got a message for the youth? Any advice for your young fans out there?
I would just say, bro, like take your time and don't be in a rush to grow up.
Yeah.
I would say, you know, try to figure yourself out as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? Just stay on the right path. It's not cool just doing shit just to do shit. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you're doing the right things. Staying in school. Like I said, school's not for everybody, but at least you had that option when you get out. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I tell them. And if you want something, you got to go get it. It's not handed.
What is your biggest goal in life?
Tell my mama and my dad they ain't got to work no more. Real shit.
Are you interested in any other types of businesses besides the music industry? Or
honestly, so me joining the Navy, I had a lot of mentors and shit like that. And honestly, I wanted to get into the retail and shit because, you know, I don't know if you know, but like veterans, like I get a VA loan type shit. I could go cop a crib, move somebody in that bitch and just rent it out type shit. You know what I'm saying? Just get into shit like that and make passive income that way. You know what I'm saying? So that's another business venture I'm thinking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I'm gonna give just a little bit of background about myself. I used to just like live out of my Prius for 2 or 3 years, going all over the country, every city, every state. I shot music videos there. If I didn't shoot a video, I didn't make a couple $100. I just crashed in the whip. You know what I'm saying? Or I just hit the next city or whatever. She was with me for a little bit of it. I kind of like actually forgot what I was getting at. What were we talking about? You
asked me like business ventures or like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, yeah. So that's what I was getting at. On the topic of real estate, I would like to have like a bunch of little Airbnbs all over the country so that I could go work in the city, and then like they're gonna be making income, right? And there's like a bunch of little properties you can get for like in Indianapolis for like
for the low,
like $80K for a nice little spot
for the low.
You know what I'm saying? And it can be making money when I'm not there, and then I could also like fucking get a Sprinter van and you know fill it with some artists and go on tour and then crash at the Airbnbs.
So you like being on the road and shit like that?
I do like being on the road. I've been back here for a couple years though. This is home for me.
Facts.
I've been back home for a couple years. I've been working at Amazon for the past 3 years now. Just hit 3 years.
Facts.
And I've been moving up at Amazon. So, but the thing about Amazon was cool, and damn, I shouldn't even be saying the name of the company I work for, but you could transfer anywhere. There's like 1,200 buildings.
Not to cut you off, like I worked at Amazon, and I did like a week and a half, and that right there told me I'm not working another 9 to 5 in my fucking life.
Yeah, I feel you,
bro. Like,
it's not easy.
it's not, bro. You getting up at fucking 3, 4 in the morning, showing up, and then they got you putting together boxes and shit all day. Like, nigga, I was sitting there really like questioning, like, what the fuck am I doing with my life, bro? I was like, hell nah. Yeah, nah. That job made me not want to work another 9 to 5 ever.
I'll be like that, bro.
Yeah, fuck that. And I was in Chicago. Well,
cold?
Joliet. Yeah, it was cold.
How long did you live in Chicago?
So actually, this is recent, bro. Like, when I got out the Navy, I ain't gonna lie, the nigga was down for like a year and a half, nigga. Like, when I got out, I was like, fuck, like, I ain't gonna lie.
What you mean? You just didn't know what you wanted to do?
I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I didn't know, you know, what I should do, but I knew music is something I wanted to stay doing. So even when I was down, I found ways to go to the studio and make music and drop songs and shit like that. But at the same time, it was just like, niggas really got bills and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? I had left San Diego, went to Chicago for a little bit with my brother, worked out there. And then, you know, I said, fuck that. And I got on.
Nah, it's not easy. I've been able to move up like one level, but once you move up that management system, you go like a couple more levels up. It's good bread, and depending on who's your boss, you don't really even got to go in.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know that how we was over there, bro. Yeah. I was like, hell no, I was a bunch of old heads. I you know what I'm saying? I was just like, fuck that. I ain't fucking with this. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
I was full time just doing music videos for 6 years before that. Before I started working there, going all over the country. COVID hit, and I was flying from like New York to Atlanta for like $30 round trip. Nobody else on the plane. Like,
COVID was fucked up because when COVID happened, I was on deployment, and we was in Guam. I was in Guam, bro. Stuck there for like 2 months.
Yeah. You were on a ship.
I was on a ship, Theodore Roosevelt.
Hey, was everybody freaking out or what?
Honestly, bro, you gotta keep it real. Like,
people get sick on the ship.
Yeah. So what happened? So I guess I can talk about it now since I'm out. So, we went on deployment 2020, right? So the beginning of that deployment, everything was cool. You got to think, when you out in the ocean and shit, you don't really know what's going on at home unless you see it on Facebook or shit like that. Like, my day, like, I ain't really have time to be on the computers and shit like that. I'm getting up at 1 in the morning, driving the shit from 2 to 7, you know what I'm saying, just doing my shit. So when COVID happened, it was crazy because, you know, they, like, America, everybody knew what was going on. We didn't. We got sent to Vietnam type shit. Niggas start popping up with cases. We had to dip. So we go to Guam and shit. They don't even want us there type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want a ship of 5,000 people. I'm on an aircraft carrier, my nigga. It's 5,000 motherfuckers. You got, take a room like this. It's like 100 dudes. We all sleeping in the same shit. If this nigga got COVID, how the fuck I'm supposed to quarantine? I can't go nowhere. So they didn't even want us there. So when we first got to Guam, we was sleeping in middle schools and shit on cots. And then they got us hotels and shit eventually. But yeah, that shit was ass, bro. Like, I ain't know what the fuck that shit was.
Yeah.
I just saw people tripping over toilet paper and shit. Like, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
You had to wait like a month to get toilet paper on Amazon.
Yeah, see, now, like, what was the point of the I still don't understand what was the toilet paper shit about.
I don't know. People just stockpiling everything. Everything, probably. Let me see. If you could go back and give advice to yourself as, say, 16 years old, what would it be?
I would say stop being scared of shit. You know what I'm saying? Just go hop out and do shit. I see me, like I said, I overthought a lot. So even when I was 16, I was kind of already knowing that, you know what I'm saying, college was not you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was just like, I chose to stay stuck in my environment instead of trying to change. You know what I'm saying? It's like, at that age, I could have did something, you know what I'm saying, that could have changed the trajectory of how my life went. Maybe had I did certain things, I wouldn't have joined the Navy. But that's why I say I can't regret that shit because, you know, I went and I made some of myself, man. Like, I went and seen the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm still getting paid from the military. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to work a job a day in my life. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I would just say just stop being scared, though.
You have a disability?
Yeah. Like PTSD and shit. Yeah.
Was that hard to get payment for?
Honestly, no. It was just one of those things where it's a long process because people make up shit. Yeah. So it's just like they gotta really like keep sending you appointments and keep, you know what I'm saying? But the shit that, you know, I saw, like, you can't fabricate that. So
you just need like doctor's recommendations and stuff like that?
It's not even really like a doctor's recommendation. So I mean, it is, but it's not. So like, if you in the Navy, you get out, just military in general, you get out, you say you got like PTSD, right?
Yeah.
But that shit ain't nothing in your medical records about like you going through certain shit or seeing certain shit.
Yeah.
They gonna be like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then they gonna go and they gonna evaluate you. They just gonna ask you questions. They gonna just be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was going on while you was in? Did you lose anybody? Did you see anything? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, was you losing sleep type shit? Like,
did you have to go through that, or you already had history?
So I think I think for me, like, I feel like I had it, but it's like when you come from a certain environment, you just learn to deal with it.
Right.
But then when I got to the Navy, it was just like you seeing shit like motherfuckers jumping and shit. Your best friend just didn't. My homie killed himself on Christmas type shit.
Damn.
My other homeboy, like I done lost 3 homeboys type shit. You know what I'm saying? Just in my department. You know what I'm saying? Back to back to back, year after year.
Yeah.
And it's just like you see that shit, and it's like sometimes you get desensitized to it.
Yeah.
But sometimes it hits you. You just be like, damn, like I was really with this nigga every day, like, and he gone. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of a weird feeling. It's a weird feeling.
You think, like mentally, the military, that's the hardest part, like over physically?
It's always mental, but that's why I said, like, I'm glad I went through everything I went through, and I thank God every day, because had I not gone through those things, I wouldn't have survived the military at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's
prepared.
It's one of those, you know what I'm saying? Not really prepared. It's just you learn how to deal with shit in a different way. Like, some people run to alcohol, some people run to drugs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Me, I just me.
Yeah.
You know music. But a lot of times we didn't have music, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like I just gotta just thug it out.
You been depressed?
I mean, everybody get down, but I feel like depression is a mindset thing. So I wouldn't say depressed. I was down.
You don't allow yourself to get depressed?
No.
How?
It's one of those things, just like I said, you stay in your feelings for what? You know what I'm saying? It's just, you going to feel certain shit. You're going to be hurt about certain shit, but each day you get a new day to do something different.
You alive.
I'm alive. You know what I'm saying? You thank God.
You could say whatever you want, but you're alive.
Facts.
Homie,
but that's why it made me appreciate shit more. So when I look back at, like, you know what I'm saying, niggas that's not, especially when I was in the military, like, that's not here, it's just like, you know, I appreciate the little shit more. You know what I'm saying? Like, my nigga Chris, like, there's so many things that he wanted to do that he's not able to do now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The nigga was like 22, 23. You feel me? Like, it's weird.
Yeah. Can't stop, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, at all.
You think saving money is important?
Yeah. But it's hard.
Yeah, it is hard.
It is hard.
You think you're good at saving money?
Hell no.
You gotten better?
I've gotten better, but hell no.
It's still not. It's still not where you need to be.
Me, because I'm the type of nigga, bro, like, if I want something, I need it. Like, I just want to do it and get it knocked out.
Yeah,
like,
I feel you.
I don't be tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I can make it back. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really be tripping. But sometimes it's like, I be like, I'm doing too much. I ain't have to spend that for it.
Yeah. When you do spend money on yourself, what do you like to buy?
Sneakers, clothes, but really, honestly, a lot of my money be for other people. Like, on some G shit, like, I ain't bought myself shit in a minute. Like, for real, like, before this trip, it was like helping my mama and shit, my pops, you know what I'm saying, like my siblings, and you know what I'm saying.
What's your favorite place that you traveled to?
Ah, shit.
You can name more than one if you want.
I've been honestly, I went to the Philippines. That shit was smooth. They nice people, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was cool. I got the hoop out there, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that, get custom with the locals and shit. It was cool. I like the Philippines.
For sure. Cool. What type of, like, was there a culture shock there? Like, it was
like a culture shock in the sense of, like, it was a new country, you feel me? So,
they speak English out there.
They do, but a lot of them don't.
Okay.
But what fucked me up was, like, you would think that, like, one of our dollars is like 50 of theirs. So like, you go there, you rich, low key. Yeah. But I'm seeing like a little kid, he took Gatorade bottles and flattened them bitches out. He had like some string and made sandals out of them shit.
That's crazy.
It fucked me up a little bit. Like they, like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy when they say like the homeless here are still more like, you know, like not as down as motherfuckers in the third world countries and shit.
Yeah. Well, there's more money circulating in general.
Yeah. So it's just like, that's crazy to think about though.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
You know, interesting. Have you heard of a website called Fiverr? Have you heard of a website called Fiverr?
I ain't never heard of that.
Yeah?
What's that?
I know you know what that is. Okay. Fiverr's like a international marketplace. So you could go and you could go and you could pay someone to do cover art. You could be paying someone in the Philippines $5 to do cover art, but to them, like, they're getting like $500.
No, facts.
So,
bro, you take
Fiverr. That's for the,
you take $250 American currency.
Yeah.
You got at least like 3 million in Vietnamese money. Like that shit crazy. Like.
Yeah, you go ball out there.
Yeah, I was having fun out there, bro. I was man.
Yeah, but no, that's a good Fiverr's a good website for like up and coming artists. You need little videos done. You know what I'm saying? Low budget.
Yeah.
They call it Fiverr because $5. Everything used to be $5. But
Right.
now you could you could rap on there. You could now they got like $2,000 gigs and all types of stuff.
I might check that out.
Now check it out when you like you could shop around.
Facts.
That's where I tell everybody to go if you're trying to get a lot done for a couple bucks.
Facts.
Check it out. It's all sorts of stuff. I'm pretty sure you could buy beats on there.
Facts.
You got a celebrity crush?
India Love. I'm actually looking for her right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You trying to find her?
Yeah, I'm trying to find her. I'm gonna track her down though.
You believe in God?
Yes.
Why?
Well, like I said, bro, like I've gone through so many things. You can't tell me God ain't real, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like the situations I put myself in, even self-inflicted stuff. You know what I'm saying? God revealed. You know what I'm saying? Over time. You know what I'm saying? People pray, but they forget that when you pray, you really gotta go get what you prayed for. And it's one thing. It's like you gotta have faith in everything. You know what I'm saying? You can't just pray for some shit and just magically think it's just gonna fall out the sky. Like you gotta have faith, but also in that you gotta work towards whatever you saying you want. You know what I'm saying? And God, like for real, yeah, God real, bro.
Yeah, you think faith is important? Yes.
Yes.
Like having hope. I guess faith and hope kind of sounds similar to me.
I mean, hope is like it's kind of different. Faith is just knowing the simple fact that like it's gonna happen regardless. It may not happen tomorrow. It may not happen. When you're hopeful, you're kind of still doubtful. You're like, I hope. No, when you have faith, it's like, nah, this is what's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen. That's the difference. That's the difference. You
got faith in yourself?
Most definitely.
You think it's important as an artist to have like self-confidence?
Yes.
What should, like, how do you build that confidence in music?
Just life situations, bro. Like honestly, music it's like. It's hard because it's one of those things where it is a competition. You know what I'm saying? Like you looking at your peers, but when I look at I'm looking at motherfuckers that's like already in, like Drake. I'm not looking at people that's at my level. Not to say discredit, but it's like I'm looking at the things that they do, and I'm trying to apply that to, you know what I'm saying? Like their lessons where they fell short at. Like I watched a lot of Nipsey interviews. I watched Young Dolph, you know what I'm saying? Like even like Russ, you know what I'm saying? Independent shit, like just really trying to learn, you know what I'm saying? But the confidence, you gotta have it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when you making music, you're not just selling the music, you selling yourself. They don't want nobody who's scary and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't believe in what the fuck you saying, how they gonna believe it? It translate.
Where do you think that most rappers could improve?
I don't know, everybody different.
Yeah.
I would just say for me, it's just more so like, I'll speak on me, you know what I'm saying? I feel like for me, it's like I said, just being more intentional with the shit that I do and not trying to do too much, you know what I'm saying? That's what I say.
What do you mean by do too much?
Like, feeling like I gotta do everything by myself, like I can't ask for help, you know what I'm saying?
What do you think is a good amount for an artist to drop content or like?
At this rate, you gotta drop like every day down there, like every 2 minutes.
For sure, be posting every day.
Yeah, people attention span like this, nigga. You gotta drop like all the time. Shit, you can't miss one day. Shit.
You think it's important to do more content than just music? You know,
yes, because now, like I said, people's attention span, bro. You gotta be on TikTok. You gotta be on Instagram. You gotta be doing this. You gotta be doing that. You gotta be showing your face. You can't just drop music no more. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit over with. Like they want to see your face. They want to see you as a person. They want to see your personality and shit like that. You can't just drop a song and just be like, oh, that's it. Like hell no. Like
you think storytelling is important in music?
It depends.
It could be just a turn up song.
I mean, like I feel like everybody like you ain't gotta be like a storyteller. You can have some lit songs too.
What about song structure? Do you think songs should follow a certain structure?
I feel like as an artist, you do whatever the fuck you want. The beat is the canvas, your words is the paint. However I want to put that bitch on there, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah.
Cool. What are you excited for, looking forward to?
Honestly, bro, just growing as an artist, man. I just got a new manager, you know what I'm saying? So growing that, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to do the right things with this music shit. Like, take myself more serious, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really care about what other people say. It's really just me. It's just something, like, it's just me versus myself. That's how I feel. Like, I didn't try to hold myself back from a lot of opportunities, thinking I wasn't, you know what I'm saying, equipped or anything. But now it's just like, man, fuck all that. Like,
how'd you meet your manager?
Honestly, so, can I tell the real story? All right, so look. So, it's a dude named Yike Mike, you feel me? He was on motherfucking he got his own podcast. I ain't gonna lie, Letty was on the couch, so I had commented. I was like, who is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was peeping, you feel me? So I was, you know what I'm saying? But he was just like, oh, you trying to fuck with Letty type shit. It was like comments and shit, but it was fun. But then I realized like she really she like a manager for real. Like she be doing her shit with her artists, and she do great things. So over the year, like, I just kind of like built a relationship with her, like, you know what I'm saying? Not no romantic shit, but you know what I'm saying? Just business, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I watched what she did with her other two artists like Fats and, you know, Savi and shit like that, and it just kind of like, man, that's where I need to be at. You know what I'm saying? She really care about her craft, bro, and there's not a lot of people like that really do. Like, you know what I'm saying? They do shit just to be doing shit, or they say they this because they say they that, but she really put the work in, bro. Like, I'm booked and busy. Since I got off the plane, bro, like, I got in this morning. We went here, there, nigga. I'm going crazy.
You think it's important to have a manager?
It depends on you.
Yeah.
I feel like I needed one because it's just like I didn't know really what the fuck to do. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, going back asking for that help, having, you know what I'm saying, trusting somebody, you know what I'm saying, who believe in me the way I believe in myself. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's important for me. I don't know about anybody else.
You think it takes a team?
Yes. It depends. I don't know. Like I said, everybody's shit different, bro. Like,
yeah. Well, you for sure need help. You know what I mean? You need engineers. You need producers. You need cover artists. And
shout out Art by AJ.
Yeah, that's your cover art?
That's who I go to.
I'll check him out.
Yeah, Art by AJ.
For sure. That's all the questions I got, bro. You want to leave them with anything else? Any upcoming projects?
Hey, man,
or anything like
we
that?
got Foreign coming soon. I'm about to shoot the video. Me and my manager, we got to have hella shit going crazy soon. So just be on the lookout for Chief Camo, Chess Moves, even Fats. You know what I'm saying? He was just here. Savi too, the whole team. So we about to go crazy.
All right. That's a wrap. Thanks for coming.
All right, then.